right, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, it's NORDTONA TV, and welcome to heat race number 14. This is the last heat race, the top 3 spots. We have one more race, the wild card race. We don't know what's going to happen with that as of yet, but this is going to be the last chance for some of these drivers to be able to get into this race here tonight. Full field, ladies and gentlemen, and man, the pressure is on for all these drivers to finish in the top 3. I don't even see the pace car. There he is. Pace car was, he had the stealth cloak there. That was on there, but let's take a look at the starting order here as they get ready to roll off. In go green flag racing. Joe Thompson in first, Hoyt Smith in second, Eddie Curry in third, Scott Piercherowitz in fourth, Brian Terry in fifth, Munsell in sixth, Reber in a 7th position, Jesse King in 8th, Gary Duff in a 9th and 10th position, Dustin Lee, Dykstra, Wolfram, Levy, Hart, Cummings, Hewitt, McKee, Bland, Schwint, and Roberts. That'll round out your top 20. Oh my! Here we go, 50 more laps at Daytona to try to get in to the NORDTONA, the very first inaugural NORDTONA 500, going to be held here live on NORDTONA TV Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark your calendar, don't be late. Oh my Lord, I cannot wait until Sunday, but these drivers got a big task at hand here tonight as the pace car going to be peeling off. Ford GT Mustang, the Mustang driver, going to be heading down pit road this time by. There he goes, pace car is off. It's time to go bumper hopping live at Daytona. Green. Oh yeah. It'll take them about 3 laps to get these horses all galloped up, ladies and gentlemen. About 3 laps to get under full draft conditions as everybody trying to find their spot, jockeying for their spot here early on, getting the best position they can here early on in the race. It's not a question of when, it's a question of how many cars going to be caught in the big one here at Daytona. 46, scraping the wall a little bit there, but he's able to gather it back up. 3 wide up front. Eddie Curry going for the lead, getting into the sucker hole, and I think Eddie just took that lap there in the number 21 Native Warrior machine there on the outside, but the outside lane starting to back up. The 18 machine of Joe Thompson being pushed by Brian Terry, the 92 Sherry Coke machine. They retake the lead, and here comes Curry on the outside, being pushed by the number 47 Caterpillar machine. That is going to be Hoyt Smith, trying to make something happen early on here at Daytona. Top 3, the only one's going to make it. Everybody else will have one more shot at the wild card race Friday night. Tomorrow night is Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you treat your honey right. Eddie Curry out to the lead. Him in the 47, fall down the low. Gonna take up the bottom line, running right on the yellow line there. Lower line, fastest place to be all week. That's where you want to be. The outside line does get momentum, and they have made some moves, but overall, the lower line has seemed to be quicker here all week at Daytona. Getting ready to cross the stripe here. Lap number 4 about to begin. These drivers got their driving shoes on, the serious faces inside those helmets, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody knows what's at stake here with very, very few chances left to get back into the 500, and everybody going to try to keep their stuff clean here tonight. Movement going around 5th position on back, the outside lane, 23 and the 51, I believe that's Dustin Lee. They're on the outside, trying to make, oh, and Dustin, listen, oh, I should never say people's name. Here's the big wreck, big one. Lap number 34, oh man, everybody all mangled. Oh no. Let's take a look and see what happens here to the number 51. I believe that was, as soon as I said his name, I'm going to stop saying your driver's name. Maybe I'm the problem. I don't know, but very unlucky here. Let's go to the chopper view and go on board with the number 51 of Dustin Lee. There he is. Driving for Hendrick Motorsports here. He's following the number 23 here on the outside. Let's fast forward it, crackheads. We ain't got all night. 46 dives to the outside. Coming down into turn number 3 here early on. We're going to see how many cars are going to have to come down and get their damage repaired here early on. Getting behind and he hooks himself. We have seen that about 15 times. You're not lined up exactly with that bumper in front of you. You're going to hook, but you're going to hook yourself. Superman involved in that. The 33. Oh, let's do this again. Here we go. I need to go to auctioneering school, but I'll do my best here. We're going to slow it down and see if we can commentate this wreck, actually. All right, let's slow it down. Let's see who's going to get involved in this. 51 on the outside, trying to hook up with the 23. And as you can see right there, their bumper's not square. They're not hooked up. He slides to the outside. When he comes back down, part of his fender is going to hook with the 23 right there. And we're going to have the 23, the 46, the 92, the 53, the 43, the 48, the 36, the 29, the 17, the 30, the 33, the 03, the 5, the 24, 200, 200, the 2, the 20, the 55, the 30, the 35, the 31, the 42, the 01, the 8, the 98, the 34, the number 3, the number 4. Oh, my Lord. Sold, sold, sold at 500. Let's go back up live right now and check down on pit road. A lot of damaged vehicles out there. Gonna need service here early on. '21 Eddie Curry still out front. The 47 still in good shape. There's the 46 and the 92 who did receive damage. So did the 24 and the 31. We're going to see what these guys elect to do here. Pit road will be open this time by. So, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, again, it wasn't a question of when. Well, I guess it was a question of when. When was it going to happen? When was it going to come out? But how many cars were going to be involved? And there were a ton involved there on lap number 5. Pit road open this time by. We'll be seeing pit stops here under yellow on lap number 6. Here comes the whole back half of the field, ladies and gentlemen, down on pit road. Drivers have been given their instructions. A lot of guys had to take a tow down here. No resets, no resets. You don't get any resets in life. You're not going to get them here. Richard Schwinn, he's all mangled. A lot of cars down on pit road. A lot of cars getting able to get through that. As we see more cars appearing, those are the tow trucks dropping the drivers off down in their pit stall, ladies and gentlemen. Bunch of cars down, still down on pit road with big time damage. So one little misstep. That's Daytona, baby. That's Daytona. One little misstep is going to put you into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be, there's two things about restrictor plate racing, and I'd like to quote Dale Earnhardt Jr. here, ladies and gentlemen. And there's two things that he has said that you are very important. And one is be patient. Patient, patient, patient. We've said that over and over and over and over again. And it's kind of hard to be patient. When that green flag drops, the adrenaline is flowing. You hear green, 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 and you step on the gas, and you just want to go, go, go. But long races, you need to be patient. The second thing that Junior has said, and I've heard him say this, is be aware of your surroundings. Know who's in your blind spot. Have your spotter talking to you all the time, so you know what's going on around you, because you can't see. Riding behind these cars, when you're drafting, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot see the track in front of you. All you can see is the back of the car in front of you. That's it. So be aware of your surroundings. Know who's there. Talk to your spotters, and we are encouraging real-life spotters, absolutely, for the 500. So you guys who don't have any, start finding a buddy, and make sure that they're ready to go for the 500. There is important up there on above the pit box, or I'm sorry, above the crowd actually, right next to the booths is where they're stationed, way above the track. Be aware and talk to your spotter often. Those are the best pieces of advice from a guy that does it all the time, one of the most winningest drivers in the current NASCAR area on restrictor plate tracks. So you want to know how he gets it done? That's how he gets it done. Yeah, almost. Thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate all your followers. If you are new here, you've never been here before, my name is NORDTONA. Nice to meet you. Hello, hi, howdy, hello. And right there in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, hit that follow button in the face. We're trying to break 400 followers here tonight. That'd be great to see a couple new people come on in. You guys who follow every single night here at NORDTONA TV, I also thank you. Some of you guys been here for 6-7 months. Pace car is off. Eddie Curry gonna lead him down in the Native Warrior machine. Bumper humping time again. Green, green, green. No more automotive intercourse, drivers. Let's get all the way to the end under green. Come on. Eddie Curry getting a good jump, and we got guys coming off of pit road late. But it looks like they come off in a tandem, so they should be all right, be able to get back up to speed. Eddie Curry down the back stretch yet. Well, yeah, they're still trying to wind him out. He's only at 190 miles an hour right now. Going to take him about 2 to 3 laps yet again here at Daytona to wind up these horses and let them gallop. Let's take a look right now and see how many cars we have off the track. None! Everybody's still on the track. But a lot of people laps down. We have 27 cars left on the lead lap, 42 starting this race. Eddie Curry getting a push from an unlikely partner there. I don't know if they were talking beforehand, but that's Scott Piercherowitz there in the number 46, driving for City Chevrolet, tucked up behind the Native Warrior, trying to pull away from the rest of the death trap that chases them from behind. Looking back from Piercherowitz. There is the view from Hoyt Smith riding in third. That's looking back from Hoyt's car. That's all you can see. That's it. Any bugs? I don't see any bugs. No chipmunks, no groundhogs, so his air should be all right there in the number 31. tandem starting to break away. But here comes the outside lane, trying to make moves. Just does not have the giddy up and go just as of yet, but the leaders are pulling away. Coming up on slower traffic as well, we got about 4 different chase groups going on right now. Slower traffic getting out of the way. There's Matt Simpson going to bring the camouflage machine back down pit road. Oh, big wreck! Vicious lick from the number 34! That's more than vomit, ladies and gentlemen. I think his brains came through his nose. I hope he's okay. We're going to have to get the infield care center workers out to the number 34. Oh, and he's disappeared. That's bad news. Wow, what a hit on the number 34. That was a vicious, vicious hard hit at full speed. Caution flag number 2 has flown here early on lap 13. No, man. Let's go back 1 lap right along with the there he is. There's the 34. He's upside down. That's Jeremy Dominique in big time trouble. Let's go to the chopper view. Vicious hit at full speed here in the number 34. Let's see what happens. The 34 following the 4. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the interruption. My apologies here. Didn't mean to do that to you. Got other things going on here in the house. It was kind of an emergency I had to take care of real fast, but we're back. We're back. Let's go to the chopper view again. I want to see this lick. Apologize for the interruption, guys. Emergency. 34 into the back of the 4 and then the 30. Oh, what a vicious hit into the wall. We need to ride on board with the 34. He gets clipped from behind. He clips the guy in front of him. Nothing they could do about that right now, and let's take a look. He's going to hit this wall at about 200 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Yeah, that's more than vomit and Hershey squirts for sure. Oh, and the pace car almost gets killed. Never saw that coming. Let's head back up live, ladies and gentlemen. Dominique is headed to the infield care center right now, and we'll try to get an update with him later. Native Warrior Machine, Eddie Curry still out front. Oh my. Let's take a look right here. How many people have we lost? I don't know. Everybody's still down there trying to fix their stuff. I guess they're figuring the whole field's going to wreck out and they'll be able to get back out there and finish the race even 10 laps down. But these guys not giving up. These guys that are multiple laps down still out on the track. Let's see. Either that or I'm not getting the updates. iRacing's been a little weird lately. And it looks like Aaron Cummings is out. No, Aaron Cummings is down on the track yet, 10 laps down. Dylan Roberts is out. William Roberts is out. Nick Dykstra is out. Superman, Mr. Schwint is out. Dustin Lee is out. Rudy Cummings is out. Earl Bland is out. Richard Allen is out. Justin Munsell is out. Gary Duff is going to be out. Sheila Reber is out. Matt Simpson still on the track, 5 laps down. Kelly Judd on the track, 5 laps down. Dominique, 1 lap down, and Wolfram 1 lap down. 26 cars still on the lead lap. All right. They're going to double up this time by. Let's go over the restarting order here at Daytona, lap 16 of 50. Still got a long way to go. Still got plenty of time for some of these drivers to make their moves up to the front. All right, now leading them around is Eddie Curry in first position in the number 21, a Native Warrior machine, and he'll be restarting first. In second is going to be Scott Piercherowitz in the 46. In the number 31, Paul Berthwick. In the number 92, Brian Terry. The number 47, in fifth, Hoyt Smith. In sixth position, Sean Ermacora. Joshua Baker in seventh. In eighth position, Marche Edney in the 35. Ed Hewitt in the number 30. Jesse King in the number 23 will be rolling off in 10th. In 11th, Kevin Hollinger driving the number 44, Force for a Cure there, Cancer Foundation. Jimmy Wynn in the number 4 is going to be 12th. Seth Frazier in the number 22, position 13. Stephen Pettit in the 58 Pennzoil machine, rolling off 14th. And Stephen Marks, Stephen or Stephen, might be Stephen. I don't want to get that wrong, but if we win, we'll ask him. If he wins, we'll ask him. In the number 57 5-Hour Energy Drink Chevy Impala, he will be rolling off 15th. As we flip through the rest of the field, Aaron Cummings back out on the track in the double O. So a lot of guys getting back out on the track. Cars may not what they want them to be, but when the pressure is on like this, you gotta do the best you can, because even if you're 3 or 4 laps down, you never know. The entire field could get junked out, and you could come back out on the track 5 laps down and end up winning this thing. These restrictor plate races, in real life and in this simulation, there's no telling what will happen. And hell, somebody even 10 laps down could actually win one of these things. So we'll see what happens here as the cars get ready to double up, get ready to go green flag racing next time by lap number 18. Lights on the pace car are off. These guys are definitely feeling the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure up here in the booth for them. I am on the edge of my seat. I can't even understand what kind of pressure these guys got on them right now, wanting to get into the NORDTONA 500 so badly with so few chances left to get back in it. Been running heat races for 2 weeks now, ladies and gentlemen. 645 open slots, open to the entire iRacing community, giving everybody at least one shot on the entire service. And I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. There probably has been, but I've never seen it. But here at NORDTONA TV, this is an event we've had planned for a long, long time. And quite frankly, I'm very, very happy with the results thus far, and I cannot wait until the 500 on Sunday. It's a race just to get into the rooms, ladies and gentlemen. We set a NORDTONA TV record a few nights ago. We had 43 drivers field the grid in 30 seconds. 30 seconds the room was filled before I could get it up on the broadcast. That's how fast it filled up. Green ride. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Pace car is off. Green. Eddie Curry gonna lead him down. Bud Light machine right behind him, and Piercherowitz in the 46, trying to get back to the bumper of the 21. They've been working well together all race so far, and Piercherowitz does not want to be out on the open, out of the side. Hey, Nord, drink some more beer. He doesn't want to be out on the outside lane. I'm pretty sure he wants to get back behind the number 21. Cars starting to string out right now. I think people are afraid to push at the moment. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, and you race car drivers out right now, it's lap 18. There's no reason to push. You don't need to do it. You got to use your head out there. You know if you get involved in somebody else's wreck, whether it's your fault or not, that if your car gets damaged, you're at a huge disadvantage. Aerodynamics, the #1 important thing here at Daytona, well, along with the engine as well. You must take care of that engine. You must take care of those fenders if you want to be fast here and be able to use the draft to use any kind of slingshots. And since the new build, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you personally, slingshot racing at restrictor plate races, gone, gone, gone. They got rid of it. Tandem racing, they have reeled them back in, however. We used to run a lot of special events around here at NORDTONA TV called Pack Racing Rules Only. No need anymore because the new build has brought all the cars back together. But this will be the last time you guys will see a big event in these Class A Cup cars on iRacing on NORDTONA TV. Gen 6 cars coming out very shortly. The 31 trying to slingshot move on the outside, and he's going to get it. Oh, he's going to jump the field. That was ridiculous. Stupid move, stupid move.
You look here,
very, very dumb move. Eddie still stays out there, but he's going to receive a lot of damage. And as I said earlier, we may see the whole field get junk and see somebody that is 5 laps down win this race here tonight. This was really, really, I don't know what was going on. Let's take a look at it in slow-mo. Caution flag 3 flies. No patience, no give and take going out there. No respect to the other drivers being seen here tonight. The 31 goes to the outside, and he's got to run. But that run is, I mean, as soon as you hit that air, guys, as soon as you hit that air, you come to a dead stop. You're not going to slingshot. The 46 comes up, goes to the third lane, and it actually looks like the 31 comes up on the 46. How in the world Eddie is able to keep, in the 21, able to keep this straight with minimal damage to his car? He's going to get nailed in the back. He's going to get nailed in the side. But it could have been a lot worse for the 21, but I'm sure he's going to have to come down. Let's take a look from the rear chase view of the 31 of Paul Berthwick and see exactly what happens here. Rear chase. Admins issuing lots of penalties here. Let's take a look. Look, the 31 is riding in 2 lanes. 46 just, he tries to get by, and I don't know what the 46 was doing there. Not sure. I mean, there was not enough room for him to get there, and damn. Field is junk again. Impatience, impatience, impatience. Eddie, get back in there, man, because everybody's wrecked. Get your ass back in there, Eddie. Why are you watching NORDTONA TV? You were the leader. You had minimal damage. Get your ass back out on the track, Eddie. We're going to see somebody win this who's 5 laps down. And that would be a NORDTONA TV first, and actually would be pretty amazing if it happened. We'll take a look here. Oh, Eddie blew up. Shit. Sorry, Eddie. Let's take another look at it here. Eddie down on the inside, 31 on the outside. This is not a good view. Let's go to the chopper view, please, crackheads. 46 and the 92 get a big run. But it looks like the 31 came up to try to block. Percherowitz on his roof. Vomit in the helmet has happened again here on lap number 20. So you viewers call it. I'm done. I get yelled at when I make decisions for people, but you know what? It's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want. You don't like it? Don't wreck. Don't wreck, and I won't say your name on TV. Simple as that. This is a tough call here, though, guys. I mean, the 31, he had a run on the Native Warrior machine there in the 21, but as I said earlier, there are no slingshots. You cannot slingshot anymore with this new build. You can't do it. Don't even bother trying to do it, because once you get to the front and hit that air, that's it. But the 21, the 31, the 46, the 47, the 92 is going to be involved in this one again. It's receiving, yep, he's going to receive more damage. 35, Marche Edney, he's going to get it. The 3, Tasmanian Devil, Goodwrench Chevrolet, he's going to get it as well. So is the 22. The 23 and the 30, there's the 30 of Ed Hewitt. Ed Hewitt may be the golden boy right here. Not a scratch on the Pennzoil machine. Let's ride on board with Ed through that wreck. Let's see what he saw. Everything just opened up for the number 30, and he's loving life right now. Back up live. Ladies and gentlemen, they're all doubled up. How many we got left on the lead lap? 16 cars on the lead lap, but a lot of guys still going to continue to try. And I think at this point in the game, I would be too. We're still early on. We're not even halfway yet. I think we may end up seeing a junk vehicle that was multiple laps down win this race here tonight. That would be absolutely amazing if that happened. But that's the thing about being a race car driver, boys. You cannot give up. You cannot give up. You got to get out there and try to get the best finish you can. But if your equipment fails, I mean, there's just nothing you can do about it. But your new leader right now is going to be Joshua Baker in the 25, Ed Hewitt on the outside. Kevin Hollinger in the 44 will be restarting third. Fourth position, Stephen Pettit. In fifth position, Stephen Marks. In sixth position, Corey Hart. I wear my sunglasses at night in the number 29. And Russell Carson in seventh. In eighth position, Doug Benware. And Jesse B. King in ninth. And Caleb McKee will be restarting 10th. Most of you young guys didn't understand that joke. right, pace car's off. Here we go again.
Green flag.
Got a lot of cars still down on pit road trying to receive service as quickly as they can. 25 going to go Ed Hewitt on the outside in the 30. Green, green, green.
Caution's out.
Caution flags out again. For what now?
Yeah, did my radio sound bad out there?
I think that caution being thrown for debris. That may be a debris caution right there. Nobody was lined up. Someone blew up. All right, thank you very much. Someone blew up, someone blew up. Someone blew up on the restart apparently. iRacing didn't catch it yet again. I don't know what's the deal with the iRacing officials and not throwing yellow flags for wrecks. I just don't understand it. It's been that way for, the first week was okay during speed weeks, but this second week here, eh. All right, so another caution flag, another yellow, lap 26. There was a wreck at the start-finish line. That's the word I'm being told here. Let's take a look. Slow it down. Let's see if we can find it here. Wreck at the start-finish line. I see no wreck whatsoever at all. Oh, there it is. Right there. 29 and the 24 getting nailed and involved up into the wall. And iRacing didn't throw a caution for this. You believe that, ladies and gentlemen? iRacing did not throw a caution for that. So, NORDTONA TV officials on it. Good job, guys. Good job, good job, good job. So Baker gonna have a reprieve right now. Look at everybody coming down pit road now, taking advantage of this caution here. A lot of cars coming down pit road, at least 8 of them. Simpson through his pit stall. Gas only on this vehicle here. That's a number 42. Gas only for him. Alright, heading back up front, up live. 9B, a great time to get up and stretch your legs, go take a leak, let the dog out for a shit, go have a smoke, go have some sex, grab yourself a sandwich. We'll be right back. Well, you can definitely tell the pressure is on. You can definitely tell that these race car drivers want to get into this thing, and there's just no quarter being given out there right now tonight. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no programming here tomorrow night on NORDTONA TV. We're going to let the drivers have one more free day to work on their setups for the wild card race. Also, it is Valentine's Day tomorrow night, and you need to spend time with your honey. Let them know that you love them, and maybe not race, maybe race, but whatever, do something nice for your sweetie. And the third reason is it's yours truly's birthday tomorrow night. And I'm not working on my birthday, so you can all kiss my Valentine's Day birthday ass. Yep, my birthday tomorrow night. I will be 38 years old, in case none of you read it or whatever. 38 years old tomorrow night. I am an old fart now. And it's official. The AARP letters will start coming in the mail soon. Anyway, thanks all for those wishes. They're great. Appreciate it. I actually will be spending my birthday alone working, ladies and gentlemen. Got to go to work tomorrow for real, so that's what I'll be doing. Cars coming off a pit road right now, trying to beat off the pace car. Beat the pace car off. I think I need another Nordweiser. Cheers, here's to ya. Cheers, everybody. We don't have a lot of cars out there. Some of them are way a lot of laps down. This is going to be interesting. I mean, if we jump the field again, I swear, somebody 5 laps down is going to win this race. That'll actually be kind of pretty neat. But that's not what the 25 is going to want to see. Baker wants to lead the rest of the way around here. The 44 on the outside, and Hewitt in the Pennzoil number 30. No matter what strategy you employ here at Daytona, it almost never works. Whatever you think you're going to plan out, it doesn't go that way, ever. You got 42 other drivers out there thinking the same thing a lot of the time, and you can't have 42 people in the back. We'll see how the 500 goes. Every driver I've talked to that's qualified for the 500 said they're starting in the back, and that's where they're staying for the first 150 laps. Well, somebody's got to lead the sucker. Green, green, green! 25 gets a good jump. Hewitt falls down into line. Single file, lower lane. Gonna stay single file. Couple of guys on the outside. They're making a run. That's a UPS machine way back there. Trying to make a run on the outside. Russell Carson. And they're in 57. We got movement going on all over the place. The outside lane is moving. Remember, race car drivers, the only lap that matters is the last one. That's it. It's the only one that matters. Because next year this time, if we see somebody in the 500 and they lead... Oh, we got trouble, and what did I say? Oh, no. Wow, he saved it. That was vicious. He does save it, but he's going to destroy his engine. Oh, and there's another wreck. There comes the caution flag. Man, these guys just no patience whatsoever at all. So as I said earlier, guys,
you sure you got your release
I think we have like 5 cars that are not damaged left
do.
down on the track here tonight. What an amazing turn of events here as they all wreck coming down the front stretch. My Lord, my Lord. I'm throwing my hands up in the air on this one. I'm glad I'm not out there. Let's just say that. I'm glad I'm not out there. However, I would have already qualified because I'm just that damn good at this joint. Again, another issue of a guy trying to push and catching his own fender on the guy in front of him. That's the number 9 right there of Doug Benware. He wrecks himself. If you're not completely lined up, and that is one thing about this build I will say I don't like, but again, these cars are going to the junk. They're not going to run these cars. He's driving for Time Warner Cable, and he wrecks himself. But he saves it. The second wreck, which actually brings out the caution, is going to come through the tri-oval here. And he's going to turn somebody. This is ridiculous. You race car drivers telling me how good you guys are, but I can tell you in all the speed weeks, I have not seen anything spectacular yet out of any of you. And that's just an observation. But patience, just not a virtue here at Daytona. All right. I want to take a look at that wreck again here. I don't know what we got going on. Actually, we need to go up live and see the score right now. Let's go back up live. Screw the wreck. I don't need to be showing people wrecking. Why do you think you need TV time for 2 seconds? Somebody just blew up. The 33 just blew up under caution. Oh, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, who do we got left? Who is left? Who is left? Baker, Hewitt, Carson, King, Pettit, Marks, Sircoy, Hollinger, Levy, and McKee. That'll round out the top 10. Morin, Berthwick, and Benware. 13 cars left on the lead lap, and everybody's trashed. Everybody's trashed. This has been a very interesting race so far. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to address another thing, okay? I've been receiving hate mail. I actually received one death threat. I've received all kinds of complaints and arguments and this and that and the other thing, but, you know, here's the deal. It's Daytona. There's another race. Cheer up. Keep your head up. You wreck out. It's going to happen. And come back for the next race. It's as simple as that. But this is what I want to say. I'm being blamed. Me, Nordgar, being blamed for these races being shitty. Guess what? I have not stepped foot in the car, been down on the track at all throughout the whole race. So you racers blaming me for putting on bad races, suck a fart out of my asshole, because that is not correct. Blaming me because you guys can't drive. That's freaking funny. I'm gonna tell you what right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is interesting. I'm smiling from ear to ear. Even though this has been a wreck fest and we do only have 13 cars left on the lead lap, I'm waiting to see the end of this race. We got 15 laps left. Just about everybody out there does have damage. So I have no idea. Usually I can tell you who will probably be in the top 5 in this race. I don't have a clue. No clue whatsoever. I don't know what's going to happen, and that's why you guys are watching, because you don't know what's going to happen either. But I will tell you right now, yours truly has, I don't know the exact number, but I'm over 230 hosted races, and I have watched a lot of racing on iRacing. I've seen a lot of great racing. I've seen a lot of shitty racing. But for the most part, racing is racing. It is what it is, and I enjoy this very, very much. And to all you haters out there, guess what? I'm not going anywhere. You guys are stuck with me. You don't like watching me? You don't like my programming? Do not watch. Nobody's forcing you to. There's other leagues out there. There's other events out there. There's other NORDTONA 500 events out there. Oh, wait. No, there's not. Because nobody ever put that much effort into it this season. My subscription paid up till 2014. When 2014 rolls around, I'll rethink whether I want to stay with the sim or not, but that's a long time away from now. There's nothing better coming out. Got a couple people beta testing R Factor 2 right now, and they, the two people that I talked to that have been beta testing it said, and I quote, "Not that good." Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. I can honestly tell you I do not know who's going to win this. I'm pretty good at picking the winners, but I don't have a clue right now. I'm no idea. Green flag racing next time by lap number 37. I don't know how many caution flags we've had tonight. I think it's 7. 7 caution flags in 36 laps, really. And I get blamed for bad races. Now the problem is, guys, in all seriousness, all joking aside, commentating, the problem is you iRacers don't have opportunities to run in full fields. And that's what you're bringing in here too. And I don't care if it takes another 8-9 months to groom you guys to be able to run in full fields. That's what I'm going to keep doing. And I'm telling you right now, after all this is over, the races will be getting longer on Nordgar TV. Mystery races, twisted mystery races, tournaments, viewer choice races, they're going to be getting longer. And that's a fact, Jack. Yep, yeah, it's my fault, 100%. I take full blame for the shitty racing going on. Yep, 100% my fault. Yep. Nope, not running mystery race for at least 2 more weeks. And those of you guys that are waiting for mystery races, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I haven't announced it yet, but mystery races, the formats will be changing in 2 weeks. And that's all I'm going to say right now. We'll make the official announcement here after Speed Weeks is over and NORDTONA is over and everything else, but I will be changing the format of mystery races. We will still have them, but the format will be changing. And we got the top 2. They're trying to take off. They're coming up on slower traffic, or yeah, they're coming up on slower traffic. There's your top 2 right there, Carson and Baker out front, and they are trying to pull away right now on lap number 39. Let's go to the rear chase. Let's see what's going on. Big lead on the rest of the field right here. If they are able to keep it in control, they shouldn't have a problem, but the rest of the field is coming. And they're moving, but they need to line up. That is true. Race is on for 3rd. But again, we still got a lot of laps to go. This doesn't mean anything. The only lap, if you come to the 500 and lead 150 laps, and then you wreck out, next year, no one will remember that you led 150 laps. The only thing that people are going to remember is who crossed the start-finish line first. That's all they're going to remember. Switch going on between the 88 and the 25. And here comes the rest of the field, and they're motoring. And I'm not sure these guys are paying attention to what's going on behind them, because if they were, they'd be a little worried. Bottom line moving, outside line moving, people lining back up. I am using the cheapest microphone I can find. It's a Walmart special, baby. And now they're all lined up. The leaders have been caught. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all in a single file line now, as they're all strung out. Like my crackheads who work the cameras every single night. Oh my. Riding on board with the 25. Let's see if I can wreck the 25. On board with the 25, making a switch here, coming out of the out of turn 4 through the tri-oval, going to the high side. On board with the 25. See, not everybody's listening to me. He's going to fall back to 3rd. And the rest of the field has caught the leaders. We are 2 by 2 again, coming down the back stretch. Oh my. Lap 43, laps winding down. This will be the last restricted heat race. 1 race left to go to qualify for the NORDTONA 500 on Sunday. That wildcard race, no restrictions. First 43 people into the room get the race. And good luck to all you drivers who have not qualified that you will be here that Friday night. You may have to deal with rookies. You may have to deal with Class D, C, B, whatever it is. But the first 43 to get into the room, they will race to try to race for the trophy on Sunday afternoon. Yes, Mr. Bolton, that is correct. It will be passworded. call this. Every time I think I know what's going to happen, something else happens. Just watch, people. There are your front runners, the 23 and the 88. Slower traffic getting off the track, lap 44, 6 to go, 6 to go. There is the 23 and the 88, the 30, the 25, the 44, and the 58 on the outside. Slower car, the number 4, Jimmy Wynn in 15th position, getting out of the way. Class act right there. Good job. Thank you. There is your bubble boy, Ed Hewitt, in 3rd position in the number 30. 25 pushing him right there. There are your top 2, the 23, Russell Carson and Jesse King. 88 and the 23 still out front. It's going to be a run for the money. Bubble boy Ed Hewitt right now on the bubble, being pushed by the 44 now. These two guys, they're gone, but as we've seen, you can end up hooking yourself. Lap 47, 3 to go. 88 out front, Russell Carson and Jesse King in 2nd. There is your race right there. Oh no! No, that's going to end the race. 25 going to get in. How is there no caution flag for that?
Caution, caution.
There it is. Race is over, ladies and gentlemen. Your top 3.
You can look at your stuff for me right there.
Top 3 going to be Russell Carson. Well, you know what? No, I don't want to announce that because if one of these guys blows up or they run out of fuel, under caution flag, their spot will be relented, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see here. Can't call it too early yet. So something could happen yet, ladies and gentlemen. Too many cautions. I think by far this one had more cautions than every race we've seen here. Real weird turn of events here at Daytona Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight, but I'm not going to announce the winners yet. Because again, as I said, if somebody blows up or they run out of fuel under caution, their spot will be given up. And I see some retaliation going on, a little bit of drama there. Somebody who's never coming back to NORDTONA TV. That's going to be the number 57. Bye-bye. Nah, he didn't do that much. It's all right. Maybe it was just a congratulatory vote. Hey, 57, congratulations on being the next guest in lifetime ban from NORDTONA TV. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Woohoo! Goes up on the board.
Lifetime ban on the number 57 for retaliation under yellow. He's done. He's out of here. Goodbye. Don't come back. We freaking hate you. He's already gone, Beach. Already gone. Who is the 57, so I know. I won't say his name on the air, but he gone forever. Sayonara. See you later. My show, I'll do whatever I want. Retaliation under yellow on the number 30 will not be tolerated. I don't care who started it. Nordgar finished it. So suck on that, bitches. Eric Brantley, keep talking and I'm going to ban you. Just because. I'm in one of those banning moods. Since I'm going to get all the hate mail anyway, it doesn't matter. I might as well speak my voice and my opinion. I know these guys are upset. I know they're under a lot of pressure, but you can't retaliate. He actually backed up to retaliate, so that just shows you what kind of race car drivers some of these people really are. They have no business on the service. They should actually spend their money and go back to World of Warcraft or whatever it is the little kiddies play nowadays, because this is adult big game racing out here. Woohoo! All right, we are lap number 50. And will these three finish? Yep. Let's see, it looks like your winners are going to be Russell Carson, Jesse King, and Joshua Baker. Be right back. All right. So they're going to take the checkered flag, and your top three are going to be Russell Carson, Jesse King, and Joshua Baker. Car not working. Well, I have no communications at all down.
That would be.
There we go. Russell Carson in the number 88. This is Nordgar in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, 10-4.
What a horrible race. What a display of impatience. A whole bunch of wrecks, but you're able to get to the front and stay there. How do you feel right now, man?
I feel good, man. It was a lot of fun. I tried to run a heat race yesterday and qualified on the pole and ended up getting taken out around lap 21. So I just thought I would just start in the back tonight and just be patient throughout the race and try to take what I could get toward the end. And it all worked out.
Well, you know, pressure's on all these drivers right now. How did it feel tonight versus all the other heat races that you tried to run?
Well, really, I only ran one other heat race, and you know, I had a lot of fun last night. You know, running up there, leading some laps and stuff. But that's just never been my style. I've always been the type of guy I like to kind of just, you know, stay in the back and just let everybody get their wrecks out of the way, and just take what it gives me at the end. Just be patient, man. You know.
There, you said that word, patient. That is one thing that out of the 40 other drivers, or well, let's say 35 other drivers we saw tonight, we saw none. What are you going to be able to do for the 500 and prepare for it for the 500 with your car and actually your mental attitude going into such a long race?
The key word is patience, even more so in the 500, because you have, you know, this is just a 50-lap heat race, you know, and in the 500, I'll be able to take it even more easy. Stay in the back, just bide your time, and the last 100 miles is when you want to make your move in a race like that.
Right on. Well, congratulations, Russell, for bringing home the checkered flag and being able to survive what was probably the, at least showing-wise, the worst heat race we've seen all week for green flag runs anyway. But don't want to take anything away from you top three. You were able to survive. You get to the front. You do qualify for the 500. I'm proud of all of you. And anybody you want to thank here tonight? You want to thank your sponsors? Anybody else?
Yeah, I want to thank my buddy Dunk Benware. He come in here and he drafted with me, and he was the one that stayed in the back of the pack with me, and we ran a lot of nights, you know, maybe 10, 15 seconds off the lead pack, and if I wouldn't have had him, probably this wouldn't have been possible. So I just want to say hats off to him, and thanks to Jesse and Joshua for working with me at the end.
Well, congratulations, Russell, and slap that trophy girl in the ass for me and tell her Norgard sent you.
I appreciate it, bud. Thanks.
You got it. Jesse King in the number 23. You got a copy, brother?
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Jesse, you've messaged me a few times. I've seen your name a whole bunch. You finish in the top two. You're in the 500. How do you feel?
I feel pretty damn good. Pretty tough race. A lot of numbskulls out there today. I literally had to stop like 3 or 4 times on the track to avoid the wrecks, but it turned out good.
Well, avoiding the wrecks was really hard for a lot of drivers here tonight, and honestly, the quality of racing that we saw tonight showed what kind of pressure you guys were under tonight. When you came into this race, what was your strategy, and how were you able to avoid all the wrecks?
Strategy was kind of ride for the first half of the race, and then towards the end there, just balls to the wall, brother, balls to the wall. Watch out for the idiots.
Right on, Jesse. Well, congratulations on your second place finish, sealing the deal, getting you into the 500. We will see you Saturday night. We'll get you, all you drivers who did qualify down on the track together so you guys can run. Are you looking forward to that, to being able to run with some of the competition that you have not run with all week?
Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know my teammate, Corey Heffley, he qualified yesterday, so I'm looking forward to doing some laps with him.
Right on, brother. Well, good luck to you in the 500, and I appreciate you coming out and sealing the deal here tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Bob Johnson Construction. They hooked me up with a racing rig, and I also like to thank JFR Racing, Jet Fuel Racing, for a lot of test time and the help with the setup.
All right, congratulations, Jesse. Joshua Baker, number 25. You got a copy?
10-4 North.
Holy hell! What a race! I mean, usually I know how these things are gonna halfway turn out. Totally clueless up here in the booth tonight. I can say I'm really dumbfounded tonight. Tell us about your race and what it was like there with all this pressure on you guys trying to seal the last spots to get into the 500.
I'll tell you what, man, my heart's still pounding because that second caution, it happened right in front of me. I was on the way to the wall, and I came to a complete stop, and there were cars sideways right in front of me. But, you know, the pressure was there. I mean, extreme pressure was there. You know, I decided to go ahead and put in a low qual time and start in the back. Me and Eric Brantley there were tandeming there for a little bit, and then, you know, something happened to him. I don't know what happened to him, but, you know, best luck to him in the wild card race. And, you know, I'm just glad to make it in the NORDTONA 500.
Well, congratulations to you. And, again, we opened this, we had 645 open slots for these drivers. You fill up one of the last remaining spots to qualify for the 500. Who would you like to thank here? And can you tell us what you're going to do in the next 2 days while you have off before the 500 starts? Are you going to tweak your car at all? Are you going to put the car cover on it? What you going to do there, brother?
Honestly, man, I think I'm just going to have the guys back in the shop do a little bit of body work on that right front fender and, you know, just put her back in the hauler till Friday night, or Saturday, man. You know, I'd like to thank J.D. Baker, my older brother of Viper Designs, and AMSRacing.com. Put together a great Chevy today, man, and I loved it.
Well, congratulations, Joshua, and good luck to you in the 500.
Thanks, Nord, putting on this great show, buddy.
All right, to all the other drivers out there tonight still in the room, honestly, all entertainment aside, all lifetime ban and everything else aside, it's all, a lot of it's all for show. You got to keep that in mind. But I just would like to say, you know, you guys, I can tell how much pressure you guys are under. I'm not unhappy with any of you. Honest to God, all of you, no matter what happened tonight out on the track, I am not unhappy with you know, even the retaliation and everything. It's good TV, but I'm not unhappy with any of the drivers at all whatsoever. It's mostly for show. I want you guys to just know that for a fact. But here's the deal is I can see the pressure you're under, and I appreciate that everybody wanting to get in this so badly that you guys are acting maybe not normally how you would. And, you know, that's sort of flattering. Because you guys do want to get in here so bad. So I just wanted to make that clear to all the drivers. Me cussing and cursing people out or whatever, it's all for show, guys. It's all for fun. There will be more races, and even if you don't make the 500, keep your heads up because we're going to be continue running events here at NORDTONA TV, and I would like everybody to know and understand that.
Same game, by the way.
All right, ladies and
That sounds
gentlemen.
great. I appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to round it out, or go over the finishing order here real quick. And the top three, the only ones that matter. Everybody else has one more chance. One more chance. And as far as I know, there's only 2 slots open. That could change tomorrow, and it actually could change Saturday night, what will happen. But the wild card race, here's the deal. As of right this minute, the wild card race being held Friday night, the top 2 slots will be going to the show. There are 2 more slots open. Positions 42 and 43 will be open for the wild card slot. There will be no restrictions on license level, class, or I rating. However, blacklist still does imply, or still implied there. However, no restrictions whatsoever. Top 2 will make it, and I wish everybody the best of luck. We've had a lot of people behind the scenes helping put on this event, taking a lot of shit from you drivers. Lay off the admins, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you guys got a problem, send your hate mail to me. I get it every night, and I'll just ignore you like I do the rest of them. And just what I'm saying is look, this was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be open to the entire community. The entire community has been given a chance to come out here and race. Not everybody's going to make it. Race car drivers get pissed off, and that's the way it is. But shake it off, come back, and get ready to go racing the next day. Programming will not stop here on NORDTONA TV. It's not going to happen. We're going to still have events. If you don't make it, I apologize. 645 slots, only 43 people can make it. The odds are very slim, and we're running here at Daytona where it is a crapshoot, it is a lottery, it is all luck where you're going to finish. Skill not really that overwhelming of a factor at one of these racetracks, and that's why we picked Daytona to start off our league season, our broadcasting season, I guess, and everything else, and that's because the real guys do it. But you guys will be running in big fields, longer races from here on out at Nordgar, so get used to it. And practice your green flag pit stops. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You're going to need them. Practice your green flag pit stops. But the finishing order is going to be Russell Carson at Jesse B. King and Joshua Baker. Those top three seal the deal and head to the show on Sunday. Hollinger in 4th. Sircoy in 5th. Berthwick in 6th. Leiby in 7th. McKee in 8th. Morin in 9th, Stephen Marks in 10th, Ed Hewitt in 11th, Kelly Judd in 12th, Stephen Pettit in 13th, Jimmy Wynn in 14th, Robert Wolfram in 15th, Doug Benware in 16th, Munsell in 17th, Shane Terratuda, he'll finish 18th, Corey Hart 19th, and Corey, no hard feelings, man. I didn't even watch it. It was all for show. 20th position, Matt Simpson, Sean Cora. I actually enjoyed the drama there, Corey. Corey and Ed Hewitt, I enjoyed the drama. It was funny. Corey Hart, Simpson, Cora, Brian Terry, Eddie Curry, Piercherowitz, Marche Edney, Seth Frazier, Hoyt Smith, Eric Brantley, Joe Thompson, and Jeff Varell there in the 30th position. That'll round out your top 30, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it from tonight. We will have no programming tomorrow night, and if we do, it'll be me shooting something. Left 4 Dead zombies or, I don't know, other people in something else. Borderlands, who knows? If I'm around, no race programming tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your time with your sweeties, and we will see you Friday night for the last and final heat race. Live on Nordgar TV. So don't be late. Head over to Facebook. Give us a like. Head down to YouTube. Check it all out. And thank you all for tuning in here tonight. But we are out of here. I hope I just saved that replay. Yes, I did. We are out of here. So everybody have a great night. And slap your loved one on the ass for me. Tell them Nordgar sent you. We'll see you Friday night. Everybody drive home safe.